8 months and 20 races since it began, the 2015 TCR International Series reaches its conclusion in Macau. Leading the Drivers' Championship is Switzerland's Stefano Kamini, who's battled budget problems and a knee injury to head for Macau with a lead of just 2 points. Khamenei was the winner of the first ever TCR race at Sepang back in March, and he's gone on to win 4 more rounds in Spain, Russia, Austria, and the most recent race in Thailand. Stefano is undoubtedly one of the characters of the series, but the target competition driver knows when it's time to be serious.
I need to be on front of Pepe and to do all my best to win this championship.
Second in the Drivers' Championship is Pepe Oriola, who's only won 2 races during the year, in Spain and Thailand. But an impressive level of consistency means he's Khamenei's closest rival for the title. Still only 21, so 4 years younger than Kamini, Oriola already has several years in touring cars to his name, including a number of visits to Macau.
It's the first year as I'm a professional driver. I'm with a really good team. I would like to give them the title and for myself too, of course.
The only other driver in the fight for the TCR title is another Spaniard, third place Jordi Janei, who, like Oriola, drives for the Craft Bamboo Lukoil team. At 45, Janei is by far the most experienced driver of the 3, but his 3 victories this year prove that the TCR International Series isn't just for drivers in their 20s.
I still have some mathematical possibilities. Obviously, I will work it out because if in some place something can happen is here. It's very difficult. I know it's almost impossible, but I have to do my race. I have to do well, qualify well, be in front, and then wait and see what happens. If I can play for myself, definitely I will do. If at the end I have to help Pepe, he's my teammate, so I will also help him. And let's wait and see what happens.
34 points might separate these 3 drivers, but 55 points are on offer in Macau. There's only one question that matters this weekend. Qualifying for the 2 TCR International Series races in Macau was the usual 2-part affair, but the grid for race 2, the famous Macau gear race, would be decided by the result of race 1, not the usual reverse top 10 from qualifying. Stefano Kamini was under the greatest pressure to perform, thanks to his lack of previous experience of the street circuit, while at the other end of the experience scale, Rob Huff came to Macau looking for his 8th victory, and was duly fastest in both practice sessions on the Thursday and Friday. It looked as though he'd repeat that performance in the first stage of qualifying, but Kevin Gleeson, like Kamini, a Macau rookie, went faster than Huff with a little over 11 minutes of the session remaining. This incident involving the Honda of Sonny Wong and Frank Yu's Seat then brought out the red flags, and although the session restarted, the positions remained unchanged. All 3 of the title contenders made it through to Q2, but once again it was Rob Huff who set the early pace. Gianni Morbidelli was second quickest behind Huff, but around halfway through the 15-minute session, the Honda made contact with the barriers and Morbidelli spun, blocking the track. Once again, the red flags made an appearance, with everyone well aware that only 7 minutes of the session now remained. You can see from the replay how Morbidelli's qualifying ended, with the marshals quick to remove the stricken West Coast racing car. The session could then restart, with Kamini getting an aerodynamic tow from his target competition teammate Francisco Mora. The tactic worked beautifully for Kamini, even if Mora fell victim to the same corner as Morbidelli. Huff might have been quickest, but thanks to that tow, it was Kamini who set the second fastest time, ahead of both his championship rivals Pepe Oriola and Jordi Janei. After the checkered flag fell, Huff made an uncharacteristic mistake and had to take to an escape road. Oriola then made a last-ditch attempt to qualify ahead of Kamini, but failed, much to his frustration, while in the dying seconds of the session, Kevin Gleeson went 0.3 of a second faster than Kamini to make it an all-Honda front row for race 1, to the obvious delight of everyone at West Coast Racing. Then came the 3 men fighting to win the first ever TCR driver's title. Kamini 3rd, Janei 4th and Oriola 5th. Huff took the 5 points for pole position, but more importantly, Kamini picked up 3 points for qualifying 3rd, and so doubled his lead over Oriola to 4 points.
There's no need to push really hard in Q1, so just did a lap time that was very safe, very easy, just to feel the car. We made a slight change from yesterday to try and just get a bit more front grip on the new tyres, and for sure it worked, so that was good. And then Q2 was a case of trying to get 2 clear laps. We had a clear plan. We stuck to it. We got helped out a little bit with the red flag that allowed us sort of that extra minute effectively to relax and not have too much pressure.
Your commentators for the 2 races at Macau are Jonathan Green and Alan Hyde.
Welcome to Macau. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here in Macau. We're about 60 kilometers from Hong Kong, but we are at the very epicenter of motor racing worldwide right now, because we are bringing you Race Day Sunday at the Macau Grand Prix. Here we go then. 2015, the gear race about to get underway. Out go the lights, and a great start from Stefano Kamini. Kamini comes alongside Huff as they head down towards Reservoir. And can Kamini surely not slingshot round? It's 3 wide. Oh, what a start. Classic Macau. And down towards the Mandarin, somebody's got to give. There's just not enough room for 4, but there's 3 at the moment. And I've never seen anything like this as a start. They are 3 wide into Mandarin. Somehow, some way, amazingly, Rob Huff gets through, but there is a spin and there is a crash, and it's a big one. And it is Francisco Mora, and there's more to come because another car involved, but still Huff leads the way. But surely the safety car will have to come out at the exit of Mandarin. Woo! I've seen some starts at Macau, but that was right up there with them.
Absolutely fantastic off the line. 3 abreast all the way down to the entry to Lisboa. No one could work out who was going to get the advantage. It is Rob Huff that got the advantage, but Pepe Oriola from the 3rd row of the grid, Stefano Kamini from the 2nd row of the grid, and quite a lot of clearing up to be done. 3 cars
involved in that incident, and it was caused by Francisco Mora hitting the wall. Now look behind, there you see he's already out, he's already sideways on the entry to Mandarin. Then he slams against the wall, he's broken the suspension, it goes up in the air, he smashes across to the right, and he is no Mora. So safety car is out, we take a deep breath, but I would love to see that replay about 100 times. That is one of the most interesting starts. Here we go, there's the crash. I want to see, actually before that, the crash is fine. I actually want to see them 3 abreast going through Mandarin, but nasty crash, and I think it's Kenneth Lau. Here's the Honda Civic trying to, well, he gets a tap there. He takes, it is Kenneth Lau, yep. The safety car, the Maseratis, the lights are off, will be coming out and into the pit lane. Rob Huff now controls this race in the Honda Civic TCR. It's the new era, 4 tin tops, and we are at the most famous race of all. A street race known for its desire, and Rob Huff looks as though he's going to try and take another 8th win here. Across the line he comes. Good restart from Huff, and he's off and running. No problems this time, no traffic to deal with, and Rob Huff heads down towards the Mandarin this time in a much clearer space. Ginet will follow him through. Khamenei will try to get up to 2nd place as soon as he can. Whoa, still the dust flies up, but it's only dust from the previous incident. Down towards Lisboa. And Huff still holds the lead. Ginet, then Khamenei. And right behind, Pepe Oriola. Can Pepe get past? He needs to. Pepe has to beat Khamenei to try and stay in the points. There is just 4 points between them in the championship. A retiree.
James Nash.
Sadly, in the Ford Focus, having said it was having a stop-start season, it's happened again, sadly. What a shame. It's Morbidelli now holding off Jordi or Oriola.
2 races here, this battle for 5th place, this train behind Gianni Morbidelli's Honda Civic, and that's battle number 2. Rob Huff out front, and at the completion of 6 laps, he's further extended the advantage by another 10th or thereabouts, 1.9 seconds ahead of Jordi Ginet in the Seat in 2nd, Stefano Kamini.
Here we go, and that's it. Great stuff from Kamini. Look at that. Oh, that was, excuse me, we were looking at the 2nd battle. That was Jordi Oriola who got through there at just before Mandarin. That was really impressive, actually. Gleason's gone as well. Can he get past? No, Gleason's blown it. And through goes, back goes Morbidelli. But that was Jordi Oriola who overtook Morbidelli before the Mandarin, and that's a brave maneuver and made it stick though. Here's another look at the overtake. Yeah, classic Macau. He just jigs to the outside, but it's not easy. You don't expect somebody, look at that, you don't expect somebody to keep their foot in there.
Super move.
Really was a super move. I've not seen that very often, to be honest. And yeah, a team like that. Look at them, they're glued together, the three of them, as they head out of police and towards Moorish. Kamini now feels the pressure and wants to get past Janae. They are bumping bumpers here at Macau. Down towards Donna Maria. Very close indeed. Can't overtake. It's a full course yellow through here. Janae is holding both of them up at the moment a little bit, and Khamenei will probably not be enjoying this at all, because he's sandwiched between two very fast Spaniards, and obviously he's got the title on his mind, and the man who can stop him from winning is right behind him. Into Melco then for the penultimate time.
Through the hairpin they go, no overtaking here. Look how close Oriola is on this lap as they make their way down and into the green flag zone. So overtaking allowed once more, but it's this run that lap after lap after lap, Pepe Oriola has not been able to match his championship rival, Stefano Kamini. This time, will he be close enough? I don't think so.
And away he goes. This is the last lap.
Looking stronger this time.
And looking stronger this time. If he's going to do it, he's going to have to do it now. Here we go. Down towards Mandarin. Pepe Oriola lines himself up. Into Mandarin they go. Kamini inches away from the wall. And here comes Pepe. Defensive driving from Khamenei. This is good. He goes to the outside. It's not easy to pass there. Khamenei tries to defend. And does do a brilliant job of defending, but has to turn in, and he does so. And look at this. They're side by side going towards San Francisco. Khamenei's got the line. And that was inch perfect by Stefano Kamini. And he used all his experience there to hold off Pepe Oriola. The championship nail-bitingly close. And Pepe's chance perhaps has gone, or has it?
And in third place, Kamini is closed up on the back of Jordi Janae now. They go around the right-hander at police. Pepe Oriola right there in fourth place, all over the back of Kamini.
Whoa, nudge, nudge. Here we go, side by side again almost. But he can't get through. Khamenei getting as wide as he can. Now he can't overtake through here. Down towards the Melco hairpin, the tightest corner in motor racing. Little nudge to say I'm here. Mate, I want by, and he's continuing to intimidate Stefano Kamini. And this is absolutely nail-biting stuff, brilliant stuff. Rob Huff coming towards the checkered flag, and sure enough, Huff Daddy wins his 8th here at Macau in style, takes the checkered flag. Jordi Janae will take second place, but the real battle for the race, Kamini holding off Pepe Oriola. A superb battle, worthy of every one of the gear races since 1972, and they put on a great show, didn't they?
Rob Huff flashing the lights as he makes his way around the circuit. A very happy Peter Huff, his father, down there in pit lane.
Rob Huff then with victory here at the Sun City Group gear race. Jordi Janae in second place, Kamini third, Pepe Oriola fourth, Jordi Oriola in fifth place.
Yeah, half a job so far. You know, it's been a great weekend. I can't thank West Coast, Yas and Honda enough. My sponsors, AG and AT Entertainment Group. The car's been fantastic all weekend. We've had great pace and had to work hard for it on the start. Didn't get the best of starts. Was in the middle of 3 cars going into Mandarin. The guy on the inside's in the championship, the guy on the outside's on the championship. I'm not, so I just kept it pinned and hoped for the best, and we got lucky again in Macau.
Jordi, Pepe, I don't like so much to be in the middle, okay? Okay, I don't like sandwich. Also, for race 2, please don't do it again, okay? Don't stop me, okay? Thank you.
Here are the drivers' points then. Kamini now has a 4-point lead over Pepe Oriola going into the last race. Jordi Janae some 32 points adrift, and I don't think obviously with the 25 for the win, it's now between the two of them. calm before the storm for 2015. The tin tops are ready to go for the Gear 2015. On go the lights, out go the lights, and away we go. Great start from Khamenei, good start from Jordi Janane. He's come side by side already with Rob Huff. And Jordi Janane gets the lead, does they touch? And that's not good. Oh, into the barrier at Reservoir. And the Reservoir dogs have taken by storm this race because Huff and Janane have come together and caused mayhem again. Not sure who I blame for that, really. If anybody, here we go. And then still Simon. There's more racing still to come for this. It's not over yet because this is the championship on the line. Khamenei versus Pepe Oriola. Khamenei's got the lead just. They touched for a moment. Incredible drama, red flag, no surprise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars. No, what? 9 cars involved. Here we go. So look, Rob tries to defend. Janae's got the line ahead, but interesting. To be honest, I'm not going to blame Huff on that one because Huff actually had the racing line more so than Janae, who got a better start but couldn't go anywhere, had to come across on Huff, and that's what caused everybody else to concertina into it. There's Rob Huff. He waves to the crowd and is A-OK, but that's game over for him for the day. But then again, 8 wins in the bag, and I bet you he'll be back next year to try to do the same again.
Very good news that Rob's able to wave to the crowd.
Here's another look. Well, this is the end of it, obviously, from the Mandarin camera. I'm just trying to see who came off worst. That's the crash that I am worried about, because in terms of the sort of whiplash that would cause, and another one there with the car being lifted up. It's going to be an interesting 8-lap sprint to decide this title of the champion of the gear circuit. Away they go then. Past the incident at Reservoir, through the dust and dirt, I'm sure. But as you can see, just throwing it up there a little bit. The worst place to be would be about 5th or 6th because they'll be unsighted. And as you can see, let's hope everybody makes it through that nasty part. And here we go. Pepe Oriola lines himself up. Is this going to be the overtake? Defensive driving by Commentators. He's got the inside line. He'll have to go to the outside, Pepe, but there's no way round. Commentators knows it. And into the Lisboa corner goes Stefano Kamini.
Oriola right on the tail of Khamenei as they head down to that very, very fast part of the circuit, but it's the end of this as they go into braking for Lisboa.
Is this it? Is this it? Here we go. Whoa! And he can't do it. Can't quite pull it off. I thought for a moment he was going to go for it.
He was close, but not close enough.
Whoa, and now he goes for it. Excellent stuff. Pepe Oriola makes his move, but he can't do it. Kamini defends.
Again, absolutely tied to the back of him. Oriola has lost no track time and is still tied to the back of Kamini's car as they turn out of San Francisco. They go up the hill towards the tight and twisty and narrow section, but he really means business now. Oriola knows what this means. This overtake could be the overtake of his career. Locks up the right rear wheel, and that's going to show just how close he is.
He is pushing Kamini around this track. And here we go on board with Pepe Oriola. And the Spaniard is not holding back.
Let's have another look at it.
Well, he jigged to the outside, which is almost an impossible maneuver, but he almost pulled it off. Kamini braked late as he possibly could. Had to hit the curb on the inside, but still made it through. Into eternity one more time. And this is where Oriola, and again, goes for the nudge. He's determined to intimidate Stefano. He won't have it. He said he didn't like to be a sandwich. He also doesn't like to be a buffer. Kamini desperately holding on. 6 laps gone of the 10. This is the best opportunity now for Pepe Oriola. A championship which started way back in April could now be decided in the next few seconds. Here we go. Down through Mandarin. Good line from Khamenei. Oh, perilously close to the wall again by the Swiss. But here comes the Spaniard. Out breaks who? No, they've touched! And that could end it all. That could have ended it all. Somehow they both maintain the ability to drive, but that could have ended in tears.
The top three all absolutely tied together. Pepe Oriola still there, right on the back of Khamenei's car, and his brother right behind him. Now, the first and third cars both in the same team, and the second and third cars both in the same family.
Oh.
What a story.
Boom!
Kamini and Pepe Oriola absolutely tied together in the mountain section, and Oriola knows that every manoeuvre that he takes may be the manoeuvre of his career. Another look back at this moment when Oriola went to the outside. They touched.
Very lucky not to be in more damage, and not to be in real trouble there. But here is another opportunity. Oh, Khamenei gets completely sideways through Mandarin and loses a lot of time, and this is Oriola's chance. But he's going to do it now, and he's pushing Kamini out of the way. Incredible racing. Kamini holds on just, but Pepe Oriola says, look, mate, you went sideways through Mandarin. That, as far as I'm concerned, gives me every right to say it's my line, my time, because I am faster than you, but somehow, some way, the Swiss holds on. Quite incredible.
And look at Jordi Oriola going side by side and going through, and Pepe Oriola has lost out in a big way. And goodness me, all of a sudden, he almost looked at taking the lead of the race, and now he's down there in fourth.
This is all played out, and he's out. He is out of the car. The championship's over. Pepe is out, and he tried so hard, and he's out at maternity, and that is the mother of all ends for him. What a shame. Here's another look. Here's what happened. So Kamini went sideways, literally, and this is, yeah, he got right up into the back of Kamini, and Kamini held on, but that's not the end of the story. What an amazing, amazing story the gear race has thrown up yet again. We mentioned its stunning history, which goes back to 1972. And since then, we've seen some cracking finishes. We've seen BMW dominate. We've seen the likes of Andy Prio and Duncan Huysman, and of course, Rob Huff. But it wasn't Rob Huff's day completely today, because now it's Stefano Kamini that will take the gear in style and win the Macau Grand Prix gear race. He comes across the line to win in 2015. Kamini wins in Macau and does it in style under immense pressure. One of the most enthralling races I've seen here in gear history, and that was incredible. The emotion on the man's face, and even though he is wearing a helmet, you can tell what it means to him and just what this victory to win here at the gear circuit is. What an incredible weekend, incredible pressure, incredible racing, and just what we wanted from this new era of tin tops. Absolutely fantastic. So the Sun City Group Macau gear race ends race 2 with Kamini as the victor here in Macau, ahead of his teammate Andrea Balicki. Then Grachev amazingly gets up to third place. Volkswagen on the podium ahead of Gianni Morbidelli. Rodolfo Avila amazingly finishes 5th. The Macau driver, I say amazingly because we had a big crash. Rob Holland, Keith Chan, and Jordi Oriola in 8th position. Let's head down to Mark James, who has got the new winner of Macau.
Stefano Kamini has just joined us, and a very emotional Stefano Kamini, 2015 TCR International Series champion. How does that sound?
It's something special. And to win the championship here at Macau with a victory is incredible, really incredible. I don't have words. Only thanks to my wife, Roberta, that is at home. Thanks to my mother, that is at home. Thanks to my daddy, that is here, and he told to me to continue the season without budget, and thanks to the target guy, because it's they work really a lot for this. All the year was down, up, down, up, down. A lot of unlucky and now lucky at the end, and it's a great history. I think it's a great history, and this year will be the future of touring car.
The TCR International drivers' points look like this. Kamini with 30 points over Pepe Oriola. Jordi Jannet finished 3rd with 57 points. Gianni Morbidelli with 4th place. Kevin Gleeson 5th. Baliki, with that podium, takes 6th place.
Jonathan Green and Alan Hyde with commentary from the 2 Macau races. That then was Macau, an incredible pair of races that made for an incredible end to the 2015 TCR International Series. Congratulations to Stefano Kamini on his driver's title and to Target Competition for winning the Teams Championship. It's been an amazing first year of the TCR International Series, and we hope you've enjoyed the action across all 22 races. It'll all happen again in 2016 and we hope you'll join us, but for now, from Macau, goodbye.